Hey everybody, it's Jennifer, your life coach, coming to you with another message. If you're watching this in real time, it's the month of February, and February is a very special month for me because every February I run a half marathon. And I remember the very first half marathon that I ran. I had prepared for it. I had trained for it for, I think it was like 6, 7 months. I had always wanted to be one of those runners, like those beautiful runners that have the long, beautiful stride that just looks like they could just continue on, no sweat on them and their hair like blowing in the wind. It was just such a beautiful sight. And I always wanted to be one of them. And also I wanted one of those little stickers on the car that said like the 13.1. I never knew what those meant until like I Googled it, and I was like, oh, that's what that means. And so I always wanted to be part of this elite club that I pushed myself, I pushed my body for 13.1 miles, running and completing this and hearing the people cheer and all that kind of stuff. I always wanted that. So I found a half marathon and I signed up for it, and I signed up for it before I could talk myself out of it. And fast forward to race day. I remember the night before. Oh gosh, I was so very nervous. I cried and I was like, what if all of this had been for nothing? What if I can't even finish? I'm going to be like one of those people that are in the little golf cart, at the end, because they have to end the race because the time has been out. And I was just so worried about all the things that would not happen. I had talked it, I had shared it with my friends and family. And what if I came home and they asked me the next day, how did it go? And I wouldn't have a story to tell them because I couldn't finish it. And then I got to thinking, as far as the flip side of that, what if I finish? What if I cross that line? What if I got the medal? What if I got, the pat on the back from the volunteers asking if I was okay, if I completed the race, or not even if I completed it, but how I was doing and stuff. And it got me thinking on that. So now I try to think on anything that scares me, that worries me, that goes, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I can do this. I always try to flip it and say, what if you can? What if you could do this? Then what could you do? Because if you ask yourself, are you ready? No, you're always going to say no, because you never think that you're ready. But are you willing? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to see if you can do it? Because I think regardless of if you finish it, if the goal that you have in mind, if that's the end goal, man, whether that happens or not, that's not the prize. The prize is the learning along the way and proving to yourself, better than anybody else, to yourself, that you are willing and you are capable of doing whatever is in front of you. So I hope that this resonates with you. I hope that this speaks to you and it lifts you up. And if you know of somebody that needs to hear this message, please share it with them. And as always, like and follow this channel, and I will see you next week for our next message.